Hi everyone, this is Mary from Athena's Bibliotheca, and I come today to do the 2017 Bookish Survey that Perpetual Page Turner developed, and I saw this be done by Little Book Owl, and I'll leave both the links to it down below. First, you do a little bit of statistics, and the first one is the number of books I read. I read a total of 79 books, and 6 of those books were rereads. The majority of the books I read were fantasy. Now on to the questions. Best book in 2017. It was most definitely Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. I am so happy I read this. It was fantastic. I don't know what else to say about it. I just loved it so much. Book you were excited about and thought you were going to like more than you did. The answer to this one is The Princess Saves Herself in This One by Amanda Lovelace. I was super excited about this book, specifically because of the title, and I thought I was going to like it way more than I did. I mean, it was still good, and I still liked it, but I thought I was going to like it a lot more than I did. So, there's that. Most surprising book in a good or bad way that you read in 2017. For this one, I'm going to go with Hidden Talents by David Labar. I got this one because I got the sequel a long time ago, and I had never had the first one, so I got this, and I read it, and I was so surprised how much I liked it. I was pretty sure I was going to like it, but it was really good. The book you pushed most at people to read, and they did. For this one, I'm going to say Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, because I was obsessed with this book when I first did it. One person I pushed it at and they read it was my roommate in college. She takes like 3 months normally to read a book, and she read it in 2 days. So I was pretty proud of myself when that happened. The best series. I started Fairy Tale by Hiro Mashima this year or last year, and I loved it so much. I read 44 of the volumes because they're manga, if you did not know that. I watched all the anime, and the anime is not complete yet, but the manga is complete now, I'm pretty sure. I can't wait to finish them. I haven't been able to get the other ones yet, but it's gonna happen because this is fantastic, and I love the characters in the series, and they're just beautiful, and I love them. The best sequel you read in 2017. This one is True Talents by David Labar. I just explained how I thought I was surprised how much I liked the series, but the sequel goes more into just one specific character from the first book story, and it's really good, and I love it. The best series ender. For me, that was Rick Riordan's Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, The Ship of the Dead. I love this story so much. I just love Rick Riordan stories. They're fantastic, and I really want more of Magnus Chase too, because he's fantastic, and I love the characters in it, and just everything about the series. Just everything about the world in general, because Rick Riordan tends to write only in one world, which is fantastic for me because I can't get enough of this world. Favorite new author you read in 2017? I kind of had a hard time with this one, but I'm going to choose Becky Albertelli, even though I've only read one of her stories. But she makes me want to read more of her stuff, more than any of the other new authors that I read last year. So Becky Albertelli gets this one. Best book from a genre that you don't normally read or is out of your comfort zone. For this one, I'm going to say We Should All Be Feminist by Chimamanda Adichie. I actually quite enjoyed this book, surprisingly. I didn't think I was going to like it so much, so A+ for them. Most action-packed / thrilling / unputdownable book of 2017. And for this one, I'm gonna go more so the unputdownable book of 2017, which was most definitely Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda. Because as I've previously said several times, it's fantastic, and everyone should read it. Book read in 2017, you're most likely to reread in 2018. For this one, I'm going to say Simon vs. the Homo sapiens agenda. I'm pretty sure I say that one the most out of everyone because I just really liked it. Favorite cover of a book you read in 2017. This book is actually a reread. I decided that I wanted to reread the series again, and I was okay with that. And that's The Lost Boys by Lillian Carmen. And this cover is so beautiful. All of the covers in the series is fantastic, and they're just right there. They're perfect and beautiful, and they make me so happy. Most memorable character of 2017. I'm going to choose Alex from The Ship of the Dead. She's in the last 2 books of the series, but I just really love her. Every time she's on, or in the chapter or whatever, which is mostly every time because she's like one of the main characters now, is fantastic, and I'm so glad that she/he is in the story. Most beautifully written story in 2017. And for this, I'm going to say Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. I thought this book was okay, and I kind of surprised me how much I actually liked it because I didn't think I was going to like it so much, but the way she writes it is really beautiful, and that's probably like one of the perks of reading this is the writing style she has is really nice. And most life-changing / thought-provoking book read in 2017. We Should All Be Feminist by Chimamanda Adichie. After I read this, it made me think quite a bit, and it still makes me think about it. Like, when I think about it, it makes me think about the topics she talked about, and I'm like, that is so true. Book you can't believe you waited till 2017 to read. For me, that is Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda again. I don't know what else to say that I haven't already said about this book. I'm sorry that the majority of the answers is Simon vs. the Homo sapiens agenda. Favorite quote from a book you read in 2017. This quote is from Geekerella by Ashley Poston. My father said that the impossible is only impossible if you never try, so I want to try. The shortest book you read. That would be We Should All Be Feminist by Chimamanda Adichie, and it's 52 pages long. The longest book I read, that was Blankets by Craig Thompson, I think. That was 592 pages. Book that shocked you the most. And for this, I'm going with Wicked and the Divine, the Faust Act, Volume 1. Not necessarily throughout the book because it was it was an book. I don't understand all the hype around the series that much, but the ending of Volume 1 makes me want to continue reading it because it was very shocking to me what happened. OTP of the year, you will go down with this shit. I am hesitant to say what mine is because talked about this book so much in this tag. Didn't realize how much I liked this until I was answering all these questions. And that would be Simon and Blue from Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. Yeah. Favorite non-romantic relationship. I'm gonna go with the main characters in the Talents series by David Labar. There's like 5 boys that are a group of friends in this story, or become a group of friends in this one specifically, and they're just so nice to each other, or they become nice to each other anyway, and I'm all for that relationship that they have with each other. Favorite book in 2017 you read by an author you've previously read. For this one, I'm going with Rick Riordan's Magnus Chasing the Gods of Asgard, The Ship of the Dead. As said before, it was fantastic, and I loved it. Newest fictional crush from a book you read in 2017. I don't normally think about crushes from books. I just don't normally think about it until someone asks me about it, and then I'm like, I have a lot. But my newest one would probably be Darian Freeman from Geekarella by Ashley Polston. He's just so sweet, and I love him. Best 2017 debut you read. For this, I'm going to go with, like, debut for me personally. Like, I've never read this author before or whatever, because I didn't really read any debut authors, I don't think, from the books that I read. So I'm going to go with Geekarella by Ashley Polston, other than Simon, but we're not going to talk about that. Book that put a smile on your face, or was the most fun to read. For that one, I'm going to go with The Ship of the Dead by Rick Riordan. Every time I read Rick Riordan's books, they always make me laugh and smile, and they are so fun to read, so most likely a Rick Riordan book is always going to be the answer to this question.